All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Listen, man, as you can see for the title today, we are back with yet another fragrance review. You already know how we do these things, and we're here to make it happen. Listen, over these past few months, I've been diving deeper and deeper into a fragrance house, one that I've really grown to like a lot. And this company is none other than Olfactive Studio. Now, one of the things about this company, for me at least, is when I think about their fragrances, they really put some imagery around it, right? A lot of times we are grabbing fragrances for specific moods and times and occasions, etc. And with Olfactive Studio, you really get the imagery along with the fragrance, and that kind of just mirrors everything together. The fragrance that we are talking about today is one that is enjoyable. To me, this one is a sensual scent, and obviously it's from Olfactive Studio, and this one is Vanilla Shot. Now, Vanilla Shot is this obviously vanilla fragrance, and to me it's more of a masculine approach on vanilla, as a lot of these vanilla dominant scents seem to go a bit on the feminine side. Now, this one is marketed as a unisex scent, so you could go either way with this one. To me, this one takes a more manly approach, and I'll tell you why. A lot of the times when I think about vanilla fragrances, in terms of vanilla dominant fragrances, what we have available, I think of fragrances that are really sweet. They tend to have some floral notes in there as well, and that kind of just tips it on the scale of a women's side. Now, when I think about vanilla in itself, I think about something that's sweet, it's seductive, and it also kind of adds to that sensuality, which would make you enjoyable. Yes, I said you enjoyable. You know, to help you get a little bit of wop. Now, somewhere in here, I'm gonna have the missus insert the picture that Vanilla Shot is supposed to remind you of. The company states that this one is this essential oriental fragrance. It's rich and fresh, and I believe that this one is definitely fresh. It's probably one of the more fresher takes on vanilla that I've ever come across, but it's definitely a fragrance that is sensual as well. Now, in your top notes in this one, you have Russian coriander, you also have saffron, and you also have some aldehyde notes. In the mid, you have Turkish rose and dried fruits, and then in the base is when you're going to get those notes of vanilla, caramel. You also get some myrrh and some benzoin, and that's one of the notes that they really play on as well in terms of what this thing smells like. They really amp up that benzoin note to say, hey, in the base of this, you're gonna get something that's very resinous and kind of, again, leads back to that sensuality piece, and I'm really digging this thing. On first spray of Vanilla Shot, you're gonna get something that opens up pretty fresh. I mean, this, when I say fresh, I mean this thing is fresh. Now, when I talk of freshness, I'm not meaning anything that's zesty or citrusy, but this just has this, this is open in this white area, kind of like the picture of that type of freshness along with this fragrance here. Immediately after that opening of freshness, you're gonna get some of those spices there, and then that spice transitions into something that is a bit sweet, but not overly sweet. So with this fragrance here, I don't want you to put yourself in a mindset of anything like mula mula, anything of that nature here. This is going to be fresh, it's gonna pop, but it's gonna have just a subtle hint of sweetness, and then it dries down to something that is a bit more sweet, but I know I keep saying this thing is sweet, but it's not like super sweet. If like mula mula is here, then this one would be here, okay? That's like the best thing I could do in terms of the scale level. It kind of puts you where it is. Mula mula sweet, boom. And that's just the right amount of really sweetness for a lot of people out there. Some people really criticize like super sweet fragrances, but what I will say about this one is, although it has some notes that you would expect something that is very sweet, this thing here is really nice. I don't find this one to be synthetic, and in fact, like most of the fragrances that I've come across, and like I said, I've been adding these to the collection, I haven't really found any of these to be synthetic. What I will say about this one, it's very natural and it has this really organic type of feel, but again, as this thing dries down, to me is when the real beauty begins on this scent. So if you are open to having a fresh vanilla scent that is very sensual, then I would tell you to get your nose on this thing here. In terms of the perfumer for this one was made by Bertrand Duchefort. A lot of you guys out there follow perfumers, so anytime that I have a perfumer that would stand out to you, I decide to mention them just to make sure we toss that out there so you get an idea of what you can expect with this scent. Another thing that I think is key to mention as it pertains to the sweetness in this fragrance, this one isn't like a juicy fragrance. This is more like this dry, spicy, vanilla sweet scent that again is high end. It has a nice masculine feel to it. Now again, this one is marketed as a unisex fragrance, but to me this is a vanilla scent that I would not mind wearing. If I talk about vanilla fragrances within this channel, one of the fragrances that I've mentioned on this channel before, Vanilla Exclusive by Mancera, is one fragrance that I really enjoy, but a lot of you out there felt that it leaned a bit too feminine in terms of that vanilla there, but you're not going to get that with this one here. So this is an extract of Parfum, which is why it has this leather cover on it. This is not a part of the black series, which has that black top, and they are EDP. In terms of the longevity for this scent, despite the fragrance concentration, and this one, I would say this one has moderate longevity, maybe 6 to 8 hours in terms of longevity. This one projects a bit in the opening, so on first spray of this one you're going to get 2 to 3 feet, but as it begins to dry down, this begins to sit closer to the skin, and I don't really feel like it's going to interrupt anyone. But I will say, if people are around your immediate scent bubble, you know, within that 2 arms reach, and they're having a conversation with you, then they're likely going to smell this one. I don't think that this is something that's going to, you know, ease up under the mask these days that people are wearing, but I do feel that if you're around someone that you trust and you know they're not confirmed to have anything, and you have this thing on, this is one that they will enjoy smelling on you, but more importantly, you're going to enjoy and smell this one on yourself. For those of you out there not familiar with this brand, Olfactive Studio is a niche-based company. They really just try to focus on making high-end ingredients and high-end quality fragrances, and I think that they definitely accomplished that with this one. Some of their fragrances can be challenging to wear, but all of the ones that I have, I really enjoy. They have this one that smells like, I don't know the name of it, but it smells like you were in the jungle. Maybe not a jungle, okay, because I've never been in the jungle, but maybe like in the woods. You know, you're around the woods and all these trees and stuff around you. It really smells like straight outdoors and grass, which is an interesting scent. That's definitely a unique take on a scent, but I don't think that's super wearable. This one here is definitely a wearable scent, something that I think people will enjoy. So make sure you check this one out. I got this one from the people over at Crystal Fragrance. You guys already know about her, man. Everything is exclusive there. Packaging is on point. I actually reached out to her like, Crystal, the way you package these things is amazing. And she's like, well, Buck, I want people to feel like it's Christmas Day every time they open this thing, man. So listen, if you ever ordered anything from Crystal Fragrance, you already know what it is, man. I got a discount code over there. I'll leave a link down below for those of you who are looking to check it out. Whether you're looking for this fragrance or anything else on the site, you just need a deal, man. Make sure you check it out. But pretty much everything comes really packaged well, and you know, you got, listen, it's just great. I had to reach out to her about it. Like, Crystal, this stuff is amazing. From day one, it was always on point. She just wanted you to feel special when you got this stuff in the mail. So make sure you check out, man. Great people. I know a lot of you already have, but if you haven't, make sure you check out. Great people over there. Use the code down below to save. Now, back to this thing here, man. Vanilla Shot. Definitely one that I enjoy. I hope a lot of you out there will enjoy it as well. What you can do is again, visit the link and check it out. But outside of that, man, what you can do is try to sample it from the website if you want to, if you're looking for something that's different. This to me is going to be a nice fall, late summer, maybe fall type of fragrance, right? That you can really wear. Again, it had that opening that's fresh, but the notes in this thing obviously got the resinous base. It's going to allow it to perform in that cooler type of temperature. So definitely check this one out. I have to give this thing a rating. I would give it a 7.5. I would give this thing a 7.5 out of 10. I think it's an interesting scent, especially as it comes to those vanilla based scents. There's a lot of vanilla based scents that I like out there, a lot, but to me this one really takes away some of that femininity that you get in those scents. It's my personal opinion here. So there you have it. That's my take on Vanilla Shot from the house of Olfactive Studio. I dove into a few of their fragrances. I have a lot more. Traditionally, when I'm taking pictures on Snapchat, boom, you guys like, oh, what's that? It's these fragrances that you're seeing right there, because that's the most natural level for me to take the picture in. All right, so there you have it, man. As always, I'm your boy, Big Beard B. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend that we are back again. Make sure you send this video and other videos out to people. Tell them to give me a shot, a vanilla shot. But before you go, hit the goddamn bell.